Hello. Well, it's our 21st Sunday, partly apart. So we're back meeting together at the church and have been for a while, but it's not quite the same because of coronavirus. And today I'm just going to mention something interesting from what I've been reading. So I just finished the Hemingway book, For Whom the Bell Tolls. One of the interesting things in the book is it's about the Spanish Civil War, of which I really know nothing, but there are two sides you can choose. One side is fascism, supported by Hitler and Mussolini. The other side is communism, supported by Russia. So those are the two choices if you were going to go to Spain and help Spain out. And oftentimes, we're talking the 1930s, people who went to Spain fought for the loyalists. They fought on the side of communism, which might be very confusing. Some of you have actually heard a reference to that if you've watched Casablanca. The character Rick Blaine, it's commented that he ended up in Spain fighting for the loyalists or the communists. And you might wonder, well, how could you do that? Both sides are bad. But and there are different reasons for that. But it made me think about our own country. And neither of those choices is good for us here in America, communism or fascism, neither one. But the interesting thing that's going on now is people are pushing further and further away from the middle towards the extreme. So our country has people that lean to the left or lean to the right, and it will probably be that way for a long time. And the cool thing about America is when people who lean left or lean right are in government and can meet together and make compromises and come to decisions that benefit everybody. And just, they realize that people have political differences, but that doesn't mean you can't work together. That's when America works best. And some elements in our country right now are pushing to the extremes, and they're not helpful. So if you move left, you come to Democrats, but if you push further left, you then come to socialism, which we have in our country, and some of it is helpful, like Social Security or Medicare. You keep pushing left, you come to communism, which would not be helpful for our country, not something that we would want. But you keep pushing further left, and you come to the anarchist or the Antifa groups. And they aren't really helpful for anybody because they're about chaos and destruction and not really a solid, constructive form of government. The same thing happens on the right. If you push right, you come to Republicans, and you keep going right. There's nationalism and pride in your country and focus on institutions. But you keep going right, and you come to fascism. And I think most of us could agree that fascism would not be good for our country. We defeated fascism in World War II when we defeated Italy and Nazi Germany. If you keep pushing right, you come to the skinheads or the white supremacists, and they do no one any good about extremism. And what I pray for in our country is that we can not go to either extreme, because there's no positive place there, but we can move more towards the middle with people that lean left or lean right, who can sit down and have a conversation and listen to one another for valid points that are on either side on many different issues, and come to some compromises that benefit the whole country. And that's when America works best, when we don't deride people on the left or the right, but we talk to one another. And so anyway, I thought that was interesting because in the book I read, there were only two choices, communism or fascism. And you had to pick a side if you were going to be involved in the conflict. And how thankful I am that I live in America. And those aren't the only two choices that we're given. We have democracy, and we definitely have people who lean left or right, but the choice doesn't have to be communism or fascism. The choice can be some other more positive things that lean left or right, and we can find positive things as we talk and listen to one another. That's it for today. Bye.